everybody. Welcome to today's class on writing. You notice that I have you guys in different seats than we did last week. We'll use this for the next few weeks. Okay, so group one is going to be U2 tables right here. Okay, and then group two are U3 tables in the back, and of course U3. Again, so group two. So if I tell you group two, you'll know which one you're in. And group three is right here. Yanni, Luna, and Sherry. You guys are going to be in group three. Most of what you're going to do is going to be the same as them. But for your writing today, it's going to be a little bit different, a few more things to focus on. Okay. Also, just a reminder for the class, you need to go pick up the textbook. Okay, this is the one that I wrote with Professor Lean. It's at the bookstore, so go ahead and pick that up. You can do that during the break if you need to. Okay. And we'll get on to our topic for this week. So for week three, we are doing restaurant reviews. Okay, so last week we did a review on the basics of an essay, and the next few weeks in this class, we're going to see how that basic structure is the same for many different types of writing. Okay, so that way when you leave here, if you have to do writing, you can just look at a few examples and see the basics of introduction and body and conclusion with just a change of vocabulary, and then you know how to write those. So this week we're doing restaurant reviews. Next week we're going to do movie reviews. And then after that, we will move into doing some more business-related stuff. So we'll do a cover letter, which you'll see exactly how we're using the same thing for cover letter. And for these next few weeks, we're going to be using the techniques for persuasion that we learned about last semester. So you'll see that even though we did persuasion, and those essays, they still work for reviews and they work for cover letters because you want to convince the job that you are the person that they want to hire to get you the job interview. Okay. So today we're going to talk about food and restaurants. We have an article for you guys to read, which I have right here. Okay, so I have a food review. Groups 2 and 3, you guys will have the original one. Okay, I didn't make any changes to this one. Group 1, you guys, it's the same review, but it's not as long and it's got a little bit different vocabulary. Okay. And after we do that, you're going to read the article, and we have some questions for you to answer. And then after that, we're going to actually start writing. This will be the structure of most of our classes, is that we'll have some reading that we're going to do, give you guys the vocabulary that you need for the class, and then we will do get some ideas, and then actually write. So your goal is going to write an essay every single week. Okay, the more you write, the better you get. Okay, and then after you write that today, you're going to post it on the blog, and then afterwards you'll put it into the Zuvio program. Okay, do you guys have any questions about what we are doing today? No? Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We'll go back up here. Okay, so we're going to be talking about food and restaurants. Okay, who here likes Kwang Ro Fan? Come on, raise your hands. Yeah, Kwang Ro Fan is good. Many students like that, but they don't know the English name. So the English name is going to be this. We say braised pork belly, and often I say over rice, just so we know it's not just the pork belly. There's usually rice involved. And many students like danbing, and we don't really have an English name for that. So if you write about danbing today, I would say just write it like this, using the pinyin, and be sure to explain it in the review that you are writing. Okay. Any other foods that you guys like? Oh, Lu Ro Fan. Okay, a little more fun. Actually, we would just say again braised. I just say braised pork rice. Let me write that down. So almost the same in English. But that kind of helps the difference. Braised pork rice. Very good. Does anyone here like xiaolongbao? Okay, a couple of you guys do? Yep, good for breakfast. So for xiaolongbao, we might call them soup dumplings. Very good, soup dumpling. I love a good soup dumpling. Okay. And for me, one of my favorite things to eat in Taiwan is going to be beef noodle soup. Let's go with that beef noodle soup. Okay. Now, what you guys think? So those of you that said you don't like dumplings, what is one of your favorite places to get dumplings at? You think? Raise your hand if you can think of a place. Okay, Max? Oh, Din Tai Fung. Very good. Yeah, Din Tai Fung is a very, very popular place. Who else likes Din Tai Fung? Raise your hand. Okay, very good. Yeah, Din Tai Fung is good. It's a little place near my house. For me, I really like beef noodle soup. So there's a place in Changhua where I live, and I think it's called Su Bo Mian. I think that's how you pronounce it. And they have their beef noodles are fantastic. It's handmade noodles, and the soup is just mwah, it's delicious. All right. Any other restaurants you guys can think of? No? Okay. All right, then let's go on. We are going to read this article about Krishna's Fish Head Restaurant. Okay, before you guys download that, I have some vocabulary for you guys. Okay, so the first four here, this is vocabulary for everybody, but group one, you're going to have different words than groups 2 and 3. Same meaning, so they are synonyms. Okay, so the first one is something that many people know about. Okay, and that one is, what do you want to say, Sally? Very good. We can say famous, that's one. But in the article, they don't say famous, they say well known. Very good. So it's a well-known singer. So for example, Jolene Tsai is a well-known singer. Groups 2, group 1, your word for well-known is renowned. Okay, so Din Tai Fung is a renowned restaurant. Okay. Number 2, same as old ways. Okay, this word for group 1 is traditional. And group 2 and 3, your word is going to be authentic. Okay, so it's kind of like the real one, it's the old way. So we might talk about traditional American restaurants or authentic American or even Italian. I see a lot of Taiwanese Italian food, but there are a few authentic Italian restaurants or a few traditional Italian restaurants. Okay, another word, no mistakes. Okay, so for group 1, you're going to have the word perfect. Okay, so nothing that you want to change. And over here, groups 2 and 3, yours is going to be impeccable. So we can say that the food is impeccable, or your tastes are impeccable. Okay, any questions so far? No? Jamie, cell phone away, please. Wait till the break. Okay. Number 4, if many people like it. Of course, you guys might know this word. That is popular. Okay. And for you guys over here, your word for popular is going to be sought after. Okay, it comes to the word to search. So that means it's many people are looking for this. So we say, so Din Tai Fung is a real sought after restaurant. Okay, do you guys have any questions? No? Okay, groups 2 and group 3, 2 other vocabulary words for you that you're going to find. One is something that means excellent and high quality. Okay, your word is exquisite. Okay, exquisite. So the food is exquisite. And the other one, if you pick what you want, we actually use the French words. We say a la carte. Okay, that means it's not a set meal, it's something that you will pick for yourself. Okay. You guys have any questions on the vocabulary? No? Okay. Last, before you read, questions. Okay, group 1. When you are reading, I want you to try to answer the questions. What kind of restaurant is it? What kinds of food do they serve? Where is it located? And who usually goes to the restaurant? Is it students? Is it family? Okay. Group 2 and 3, your questions. I want you to look at, is there emotional appeal? Okay, remember we talked about that last semester. Okay, are we trying to get the actual emotions, or is it just a very straight on facts? Also, what descriptive language is used? Okay, so if you find any descriptive words, make sure you can underline those. And the last one I want you to think about is, do you think the writer wants others to visit the establishment? Okay, do the other ones to visit the restaurant? Okay, it's not going to say that yes, you have to or I want you, but you have to look at how they are talking about the restaurant. Do they want you to go or not? Okay, all right, that's it. Go ahead and read your articles.